You'll notice he no longer suffers delusions of humanity.
Affirmative.
So what's going on, tribe? On this latest installment, we're going to talk about outer-worldly beings, etheric beings, things you call aliens, things you call cryptids, right? Well, I want to start this off by acknowledging the fact that the so-called federal government already disclosed to the mass population, to the world, that so-called UFOs and extraterrestrial beings exist, right? Now, about 5 years ago, you'd still be getting called crazy about that. Most people would be apprehensive about sharing their experiences in this subject. But now that it's 2024, or now that it's 1024, can't call me crazy no more. The feds already fessed up, bro. So with that said, I feel comfortable enough to go ahead and share some of my experiences that I documented with you guys. The stuff I'm going to be showing you is simple. You have to come in with an open mind, forget everything you think you know, and just hear your main out, right? So without further ado, we're going to get into a very interesting topic today. So first we're going to start off with not my first experience in the subject, but my first documented experience in the subject, right? What's special about this video is, I'm going to tell you up front, the beings I'm going to show you later in the video, because you see the trail, I came from over here, and I came around up here. Now me and my brother are up here. He stopped to do what he had to do. We took a short break. And I got the feeling, almost like I heard a thought, or I got the gut feeling to come back down the path and film the tree. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll it for you guys.
I can't fucking stop looking at this. This shit is fucking amazing, you guys. Mark, you're gonna love this. I learned all of this from you, man. Leaner. And they fucking grafted a tree out of the side of this fucking tree. It's fucking amazing. What the hell? And the leaner.
So, we're going to talk about the obvious things first. The graft coming out of the side of the tree. Now, I know grafting plants is a part of human culture, you know, all of that good stuff. It's something that we've been doing ourselves. But on this scale, because let me tell you something, this camera doesn't do what I was standing in front of justice. Everything's much grander in person. It goes for anything. The camera scales everything down. But that's two different trees. You see, there's a whole separate kind of tree growing out of the side of that pine tree, right? And then you got this leaner right here. If you notice, there's no branches on it. There's no root system on it, and it's leaned up against this tree ever so perfectly. And I've been out there to this exact spot many times back when I lived in Nevada, right? This is Toyabe National Forest. I've been to this spot many times. The wind does not knock that shit down. I've seen smaller structures built. The wind does not knock that shit down. They're not secure, they're not fastened. They're placed ever so meticulously, right? And the tree's not from the area. There's no root system around, like I mentioned before. But I want you to keep this tree in mind, because moments after this short was recorded, I caught my first being on camera. He was standing, as I'm recording this right now, he was standing right next to me. He was right next to me watching me. Okay?
Coincidence? I think not!
And one more thing I want to add to this video specifically. I want you to notice I'm actually rambling incoherently. Why do you say that, Rando? Because if you go and check out Mark Abel's channel, aka Colorado BigFoot, he speaks on being zapped, right? And I've experienced that. I'm experiencing it right here in this video. When you're zapped, or when I like to say your frequency's all scrambled, you just start rambling. You just start talking and you're excited. You know what I mean? I'll play it for you one more time. Listen to me talk. Check me out. Listen.
I can't fucking stop looking at this. This shit is fucking amazing, you guys. Mark, you're gonna love this. I learned all of this from you, man. Leaner. And they fucking grafted a tree out of the side of this fucking tree. It's fucking amazing. What the hell?
Now, if you know me, and you hear me talking like I'm fucking scrambled up. And you're asking me, what do you mean you're scrambled up? What you have to understand is when you're out there amongst all of these natural structures, because they're built out of rocks, big rocks, boulders, dead wood, living wood, as you can see with this tree. Your frequency that your body emits, is now being crossed with the energy fields and the energy sitters that they set up throughout the forest. So when you're walking under these things or you're walking around these things, you're crossing into those electronic fields and it's scrambling your goddamn shit.
Coincidence? I think not!
Now, remember, this is the same tree. This is the same day. This is not even a minute later. This video I'm about to show you. Now, this is the fast version. Right? This, or not the fast version. This is the fast. This is the original recording. This recording is a complete accident. Or it's not a complete accident. It was a setup to be granted to record them on camera, right? Now, I was looking at this tree, the same tree I just showed y'all in the previous clip. I was looking at the tree and I wanted to take a still frame picture. But if you use an iPhone, you have to scroll back and forth to pick between photo and video. I accidentally still had it on video. This clip is roughly a second long. And I'm about to show you what all went down in in 1 second, right? So I go, and you're gonna see it. I go, and I hit the button, and then I realize, I'm like, oh shit, is this in a picture? It's a video. And I hear, it's gonna sound crazy, I hear something call out to me. But it wasn't audible. It was like a thought form. So I come down, and I look off to my right, and the camera's in my hand the whole time before I hit the stop recording button. And in that second is when I catch him. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you guys. Now, what I'm getting ready to show you guys is right here. You can actually, if you look closely, I'm already circling him. You understand? I'm about to show you all the slowdown. I'm circling him right now. He's right here. Or it's right here. I don't know if it's male or female. In the pictures I look at, it looks like a male. It's right here. Now, I'm not labeling this being anything. I don't know what it is currently to this day. This was about 4 years ago. This was 2020. Right after the coup started. And I wanted to get out of the house. He's right here. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show y'all the second video where we're going to start breaking it down.
Yeah, and this time I've got him.
Now, here's the slowdown. Now, if you're looking, you know how iPhone do. It tells you exactly where I'm at. I'm in Mount Charleston, Nevada, right outside of Vegas. He's got the time I took it and everything. This video was not edited. I must stress this. This video is not edited. Well, it's a frame by frame, but what you're seeing within the context of the video is not edited. I edited this video in no way. Okay. And you're gonna look down here and you're gonna see the clip that I'm slow framing is only 1 second long. And I'm about to show you what's going down in 1 second. Okay, you see, it's a 1 second clip, right? Y'all see it?
Right there!
If you know how to work an iPhone, you know I ain't bullshit. Look right here. There's a face right here. And I know what you're thinking. Randall, where's the rest of his body? I can't answer that for you, but my best guess is that ninja is a part of that tree. He's coming, he's for lack of a better way to explain this, he's inside the tree, sticking his face out of it. On some Terminator 2, when the cop, Terminator, tried to stick his head through the bars type of stuff, right? So, I want you to pay attention. Right here. He's right here. You can see him already. I'm already circling. You can see him. Look hard if you got to. Pause the video and look.
See? You see? Well, you don't see it?
He's right there.
Right there!
Let's go further. Stop. He activates. If you notice, the color in this area changes. Just right here. The color in this area changes like a light brown. He's activated. Now, but you're about to see why I say he's activated. He's right here. Remember, he's right here. He's activated. Continue. Stop.
He moves! Right there!
Did you see him turn to look at me? You can see him turn. We're gonna run through this again. I'm gonna run through this again without explaining it.
See? You see? Well, you don't see it?
He's right there. He just turned to look at me. He's right there.
Wait! Right there!
He's right there. And if you notice, this tree is grafted like the one right next to it. That's how I know there's energy flowing through there. This is a dead piece of wood that's conducting energy as well, going off back in there into other structures that's back behind it. But you gotta understand, he's right here. All you can see is his head. He's right here. I'll run it back for you guys so you can see. I watched this clip countless hours straight. He's right there. We're gonna run it one more time and I ain't gonna say nothing. So here it goes. Now, what I need y'all to understand is, I believe that's the one that called out to me that got me to come back down the path. This one, right here, him. He's not the only one I've seen. Well, in the moment, believe it or not, I didn't see him.
You saw him do this?
Well, not really. No, actually not.
Oh, then how do you know it was him?
I hit a camera. Yeah, and this time I've got him.
If you hear me in the previous video, I'm like, what was that? Because I heard him up here. And I said, what was that? And I turned, and he's looking dead at me. I didn't even know he's there. I didn't realize he was in this clip without the countless hours of running this footage back looking for them, because I had the innate feeling that they were in the clip and that I need to find them, which I did. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next clip.
I don't know how he does it.
Now, what do you see right there? This is the close-up, zoom in of the slowdown of the face in the tree, right? You can see that nigga. You can deny it all you want. I know he's there.
Look, I know it's you.
Okay. You can see his mouth. You can see his nose. You can see he's not facing my direction completely yet. He's right there. It don't get much clearer than this, right? And then this is right after he turns his head. Like, bro, tell me you don't see this ninja. You don't see this ninja? Y'all don't see this ninja?
See? You see? Well, you don't see it?
You tell me you don't see his eyes, you don't see his... Be quite frankly, that nose look like mine. Be frank with you.
No, look at it! 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 I want all of you to look at it!
You don't see his mouth? And I know you're thinking, well, what about this part that's missing? Etheric being, okay? You gotta drill that into your head. Etheric being, okay? He ain't on the same time we on, okay? He on some other shit. Shit we can't, our brains would explode, turn to mush, trying to comprehend what the fuck is going on in this fucking clip, okay? He right there. I even put a filter on it so you can see him even in more depth. Tell me you don't see that nigga. Now you tell me that you don't see him.
No, look at it! 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 I want all of you to look at it!
You don't see this nigga? He's looking me dead in the face. He turned to look me dead in the face. Well, turned that way. He turned to look me dead in the face. Okay? He right there. I showed y'all the video. You ain't got shit to say to me, bro. And now, and because the government done disclosed all the shit, I know this shit's real. Ain't a doubt in my motherfucking mind, G. And that's what that is. And then I went back on a separate day to this exact same spot, looking at the exact same spot in this tree. And you know what I found? Ninja ain't there no more. That face that I just showed y'all, it ain't there no more. This was hanging in front of his face. Right there. That ninja wasn't there when I went back the next time. This was like a week or two later. I went back to the exact same spot. I can take you back to this spot. If I was to go up to Charleston, Mount Charleston right now and take y'all with me, I can take you back to this exact spot. And all the other spots that I got on camera, I can take you back to all of them if they're still standing. Because I don't know how they operate over years if they change shit. That nigga's not there no more when I went there that day. Right? There? Not there. Looking away, looking at me. Alright? Any questions? Leave them in the comment section. Now, moving on to another day, because the clip the two clips we just went over were my very first day out there hanging out in giant territory, right? Or what I'm gonna call etheric being territory for now. Right. Now, this is a completely separate day. But the next two videos I'm going to show you come from the same day. Now, between that day and the first day, I was out here. I took multiple trips out here in between then. But in those trips, I didn't have my camera out for most of it. So I'm not even going to tell you all the shit I saw and experienced because I don't have the footage to show it to you. But me showing this to you should let you know that I'm not bullshitting. Okay? So, before I press play, let's look at what we got here, right? Look at this.
Look at it!
It's two, I don't want to say dead trees because their roots are still in the ground. They could be shoved in the ground for all I know, actually, knowing what I'm dealing with now. But look at this. Then you have two more crossed in an X. But being held up. There's no branches on these things. And these trees, or in these limbs, are definitely heavier than any small branch that could be propping it up in between these two. But it stands up. It doesn't sway in the wind, doesn't fall down. Now, if these are still standing the way it is right now, I'd have to go back to Mount Charleston and check, which I plan on doing one day. You know, if the cabal don't fucking nuke us or some shit. But I want you to also pay attention to this one, because everything they're doing conducts energy, right? These are all, these two are touching this, and you're gonna see, because I do a roundabout in this video. Now, what's important is, about this video that I'm about to show you is, right here in this freeze frame, I have multiples of them look at me dead in the face. Now, I'm standing inside of a teepee that I'm gonna show you with some other clips. I'm standing inside of a teepee, right? And I'm gonna show you this teepee in this very clip. They're looking dead at me. I know, what you have to understand is, I know at this point, I know they're there. I just don't know where they are in relation to where I'm standing. I know they're around me. I can feel their energy around me. I can hear the thought forms around me, right? They led me to the teepee that I'm standing in. They walked me from where I entered the forest all the way 2-3 miles back into the forest. They led me straight to this spot. They told me where to go, where not to go. Which way to turn, which way not to turn. Now, there's a being right here. You can kind of see him until I do the zoom up with the still shot where I outline his face and all that. He's right, there's one right here. He's sticking his head out of the ground. And he's completely hidden in the shadows, but he's sticking his head out of the ground. And in between this, there's a being back here. It might be multiple, but these things are known to what we call in our indigenous folklore totem pole, right? And I got the close up of this too. Right here, it's like a totem pole. The creatures are totem poling, for lack of a better word. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you guys. I didn't build this. There's nothing secure in it. It's being propped up by rocks. One more time. Now, from the previous video, the first one I want to show you is the one I mentioned that was totemed up, as you can see right here.
Yeah, and this time I've got him.
Right? Now, I know what some of you are going to say, Randall, that's a down tree. Nigga, didn't I just show you that these niggas can become a part of their environment? Just pay attention, right? You can see his face, his mouth is right here. You can see one of the eyes is right here on the other side of his face. And then there's a being on top of him. You can see the head right here. But that's not the most important one here. And this is in between. Let me zoom it out a little bit for you guys. This is in between those two trees with the cross limbs on it. Whenever I catch them, they're all just like the way Colorado Bigfoot says, Mark Abel, they're always within these energy centers. They're always doing their thing within there. So now we're gonna get on to the next one. This is the one I told y'all that's off in the corner in the shadows. Now, what you have to understand is, I'm looking uphill, right? I'm not looking on a flat plane. These ninjas are uphill in front of me. They're going uphill. He's closer than the ones I just showed you. He's as far as I know, he's the closest one to me. You can see his head right here. You can see both his eye sockets. You can see his nose. You can see his mouth. You can see his chin. Now he can be sticking his head up out of the ether, or he's sticking his head up out of the ground. I've yet to determine that. But he's right here. And just so I can outline him, just in case some of you are still blind, here we go. See, I got it. Head exposed. Circle it out for you guys. Eye socket, nose, mouth, chin. He's right there. And I was in this teepee for at least an hour and a half, smoking on some good shit, as always. And they was rocking with you, boy. So now we're gonna get into another video with the same teepee in the same. I'm in the same spot. I did this as soon as I entered the teepee. I had to see everything around it, and y'all saw me when I did the spin around. But after I did this, I sat down, vibed out, rolled my joint up, got to blowing down, and then the next experience happened. Before I get to the beams in the next clip, there's a clip that goes on before that where I show you the teepee that I'm in and the energy circuit that's going on the outside of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Pointing out connections. Now they use dead wood and they make literal circuits, and they always connect them back to home or the source, power source, the living tree. Now, I'm gonna play this a couple times for y'all to see. Play this a couple times for you guys to see. Now, in this short clip, I'm telling you, there's at least 4 of them that I identified. We're only going to focus on 3 because the 4th is really blurry because he's inside of his cloaking ability, I'll call it for right now. Okay, I'll point him out later. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this. Smoking that good shit. Get ready. Keep your eyes above my head. Right up in here.
Wait! Right there!
It's right there. And the other ones are right here. Let's play one more time. Now, what do you recognize that I've already showed you? I pointed out to you because you got to remember, now I'm in my front facing camera. Now the camera's facing me. That's the 2 trees that we found the totem creature in between, with the 2 crossed limbs being suspended in the air. Now, once again, I am not in control of my avatar in this clip. I'm sitting there, y'all see in the video, I'm sitting there, I'm blowing my shit, right? And that's when they struck. I had the inkling, pull your phone out. This is how it went. This is how I played it on my head. Pull your phone out. show the people what you doing, chilling out here in the mountains and shit. Now I'm gonna do it one more time. Check this out. Go play it again. Bam. Showing you guys the TV. You're gonna see exactly when I lose control because the camera's gonna shake. I'm fine right here. I got it right here. And then right here. That's when they drag. Bam. Right? Stop. You see that white speck right there? I'm getting ready to show you guys the close-up. Right? This is the ninja, and I know it. I can feel it. I communicate with these things. This is the one that had me. Because this, you can see the dark spot. There's two more at least right here. But this is the one that got me. And he's holding something in his hand. When I do the close-up, you're going to see it. This one is holding something in his hand. And it's moving back and forth in unison with my fingers. Because I'm trying to point this out to you that I already showed you. I'm trying to point to this. I have no idea those ninjas are sitting right there. Because they're behind me. As you can see, the hill's I'm on an incline. Those ninjas are fucking behind me. I can't see them. I'm looking into my camera screen. I can't see them. And I cover them up. Conveniently enough, I cover them right up because he's in control.
Coincidence? I think not.
They can remote view. They can do all that shit. We ain't gonna get into that right now. And I'm gonna show you the other one that we're gonna focus on. He leans out of where he's hiding at. Okay? I'm gonna show you the slowdown. I got the slowdown already. All right? Now, stop. Now, there's one right here. He's kind of blurry because iPhone XRs are shit. The cameras are shit. And these creatures can destroy your camera. We ain't gonna get into that right now. That's a whole nother subject. But there's one right here. But the one we're gonna focus on is this one right here. Now, by this point in the clip, he's already laying out. At the beginning of the clip, when I first catch him, he's back over here, hidden behind this. And he leans out. This is him right here. You can already see his head and his shoulder. They're in ether mode. That's what I call it. All right? You'll go with it because they're not making noise. I can't hear them. I'm in the forest. I'm one of the only people in this area. Right? I'm one of the only people in this area of the park I'm in. There's nobody else here. I can't hear a human voice anywhere. I'm out here by myself, basically. Now, before I play the slowdown clip, I'm going to point them out to you guys so that you can see them as we go through this, right? So, as you can see, this is right when the camera gets on my face, it shakes, and then I'm zooming in above my head. I didn't know they were there, okay? This is my proof to you that I was not in control of that camera and myself when I was using that camera. They gave me this short clip. They gave it to me, okay? I'm not no great explorer who discovered them and stuck them out and figured out how to find them. That's not me, okay? Now, the ninja is right here. Do you understand? He's right there. You can already see him. He's got some concealment in front of his face, but you can see his shoulder and parts of his head. The veinty blackish shit going on back here. This is him. There's one right in front of him, but we ain't gonna focus on that. He's really blurry. This one is the one we're gonna focus on, right? Now, got close up, another close up. He's right here, right? You can see the other one kind of clear now, but this is the one we're focused on. He's right here. Okay. Now, if you look closely, this is going to be a couple seconds into the slide. If you look closely, let's see how big I can get. The ninja is right here. He's no longer behind that concealment right here, and I just showed you the picture. He's right. He was there. Now he's over here. This one moves a little bit, but him. Now you can see his shoulder, his whole head, and his other shoulder coming out. You can see him clear as day. Now, I'm gonna show you this in the slowdown, right? He's right here. This is previous concealment. He was behind this. I showed y'all that, and now here he is. He's leaned out. Okay. Without the markings again. He's right there. You can actually, I don't know how much bigger I can get it. You can actually see his eye sockets. You can see his entire shoulder, head, and his other shoulder is concealed behind where he's hiding at. And you can actually see the face now. This one looks like a fucking, you be the judge. But he's right. I know he's right there. Believe me. You gotta trust me on this. There's one right here too, but he's not the one we're gonna focus on. Now, for the one that I said was in control of my hands, or whatever the fuck, however the fuck you want to talk, however we want to say it. Let's get to them. Oh, forgot. Pointed them out to you again. As you can see, head. His head's right there. Head, shoulders exposed. You can see him clear as day. But I want to talk about these guys, right? Second. Oh, it's the same guys. But as you can see, I went back with this clip. This is concealment is. Right now, he's not leaned out. He's behind it still. His head's right here. He's standing upright. He's got his cover. And the other one's in front of him. But the one that we're going to talk about now are the ones at the end. These. Now, look at that. Okay? Don't play with me. Don't try to come in my comments and be a smart ass. Okay? I want you to look at me and tell me you don't see these niggas. I pointed them out to you already. Tell me you don't see these niggas. Tell me you don't see these niggas. This one, questionable. But right here, with one I perceive to be a female, and this big motherfucker right here. Now, the only thing I don't know is are those his eyes or are those his eyes? Is he gonna be leaning out of a tree or he gonna be sticking up out of the ground? I tend to think it's upward oriented. And if you know, you know. But we're gonna focus on this one. That nigga's right there. Remember that white dot I told y'all to remember? Why does the white dot have eye sockets? Or holes for who knows what reason? You notice this isn't on the ground. This is the ground right here. Right there's the ground. He's not touching the ground. And this ninja is moving. When my fingers going back and forth, this thing is moving in unison with me. And I'm going to do my best to show you on the slow down. Randall, that's nothing. Okay. Got them highlighted for you. But I also switched the filter, which makes them even clearer than they are on this one. And this is the original footage. This was without the filter. I throw the filter on there. Now what you got to say? You ain't got shit to say to me. Nigga, you can see them. You can see them. Now, one thing that's popular in the so-called cryptid space is, why is the camera so blurry? They're etheric beings, okay? They're actively cloaked to your bare eyes, okay? Cameras can zoom and all that good shit, but they're not really better than our eyes when it comes to perspective, right? Them niggas is right there. You can see them. They're looking down the hill at me inside of the teepee. They're there. I know they're there, but I don't know where they are. I know they're around me, but I don't know where they are. This is where they were. Let me go ahead and do the highlight for you. These niggas are right here. They're right here. Right? So let's go ahead and get into the slow breakdown. I'm going to show you two slowdowns. First is going to be my iPhone slowdown. Next is going to be my iPad slowdown. The second one's quality is much better because I'm going to be more zoomed in. But let's go ahead and play this for you guys. This is my hat that y'all saw me wearing. The ninja's right here. He's behind concealment right now. The ninja's right there. I'm getting ready to zoom in on him in the video. And as you can see, this is recorded straight to my phone. This was not edited. Here we go. The nigga's right there. He's right there. Now remember this. Take a mental picture. The nigga's right here. Right? You got the time going on? He's right here. I did this without sound, so you know I'm not trying to freestyle it. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and scroll forward some more so you can see that the shit is fucking moving. This removes all doubt. This right here, what I'm about to show y'all ain't got shit to say to Rondo. You understand? Now, wait for me to zoom in. You can already see him moving if you're paying attention. You can see him moving. The nigga's moving. He's moving. He already moved. Boom. He's out. He's right there. Boom. So if this is what he was hiding behind just now, he was just right here. Now the nigga's over here. What the fuck you got to say to me? Not a motherfucking thing, because I'm not listening. You can go stick your head in the sand, motherfucker, and enjoy your goddamn fiat dollars and your soy burger. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. This shit's called reality, nigga. Keep going. The nigga's right there. Boom. Head. That's where he was. That's where he's at. That's where he was. That's where he's at. Giving you niggas the fucking coolest play-by-play in history. Do you see this nigga move? He's moving. Y'all know y'all nigga. Now. Bam. Now we're into the second half of the clip. The ninjas that is over here. And remember, the cross beam limbs is right here. I'm in the same spot that I was in the previous video. These are the ninjas I showed out. I gave you the highlights all around them with the white thing in his hand. That's that right there. Y'all saw the sockets in it and everything. Y'all already know what's right here. I just showed y'all previously. Now I want you to watch it move as my finger moves. Watch it. You gotta be real. You gotta be paying real attention. See? Now, as you can tell by the screen and by the title of the video, this is my iPad. Slow down. It's a little bit better quality. Let's get into it again. Ninja is right here. Once again, for those who just came in late, he's right there. He's behind the cover. You can see it. He's behind the cover, and now he's out. He's right there. This ninja is behind me, up a hill behind me. You have to understand, this ninja is right here. My timestamps down there. Y'all see this shit? I know it's blurry, but bro, you gotta come on with me. You gotta bear with me. Cause you gotta remember, I didn't even know they were there. I'm just out here having fun in the woods, smoking a joint, bro. I'm out here minding my business. Right there. Right there. Right there.
Wait! Right there!
And now we get to the other ones. Remember that. Bam. They're right there. Right there. Right there. Can't remember if I get him moving. Right there. Right there. Got control of my hand. It's moving in conjunction. Pay attention. It's moving. It's moving. You have to pay attention to that. It's moving. You see it? He's moving with me. He's moving with my hand. Okay? And what I got in my hand, that fucking fire. I'm out there zooted the fuck up, boy. So now that I've shown y'all the most important of what I've gathered, we're gonna go through some of the other stuff that I saw on my adventures into the wilderness. Look at this.
Mom, honey.
My youngest with me. I had him out there with me one day. Look at this shit. I'm 5'10", bro. This thing was 3 feet above my head. I was ducking the branches, but this shit was 3 feet above my head. This next one cool one, because you're gonna see some shit that people just don't fucking do. All right, and I need you to pay attention to how it's not touching the ground. Snap, snap. Look at that. On a rock. It's not touching the ground. You can see the shadow under it on another rock. Check that one out. On a rock, touching this one. Touching. Energy circuits. Straight up energy circuits. Here's a pretty big teepee I found.
Windy today.
Snowing. I'm just sitting there chilling, smoking a joint, doing my thing. Nothing's securing it. It's all interwoven wood, bro. On the outside of this, there's like stone seats.
Windy today.
If you stay on the trail, you wouldn't see that shit. Shame these videos ain't got more views. I'm surprised I ended up on a paranormal compilation channel yet. Y'all ninjas slacking. Hit your boy up, man. Look at this. This is how you know you in their area. When you start seeing shit like this in the woods, you in their area, bro. It's not even touching that tree down there. It's not even touching this tree. It's just leaning. Young Dro. Right? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You seeing this? One more time. Tree was groomed to be like this and watched over many, many years, decades. And something I want y'all to know. I've sat off the path, off trail, near some of these things, and I watched the bot horde that will be up in the park on the weekends and shit, doing their fake ass nature, grounded and all that shit, doing their fake ass connection. I would sit back off the trail, hidden inside of these structures, just sitting back watching. I would watch people walk straight past these things without even looking at it or thinking twice. Let's check out another one. I think that's all of them that I've uploaded. I got like total like 100 pictures and videos combined. Now, if you go to somebody like Colorado BigFoot and Diesel in New Jersey, whose whole channel is dedicated to this, they got way more than me, right? But I got what I needed, and I'm about to get more, right? Just got me a brand new device to play with, and I got mountains and trails all around me. If you've seen my other videos where I'm sitting outside, I got more shit coming for y'all. And I think shit's gonna ramp up, especially because of what was allegedly going down in Miami. Now, I'm gonna cap this installment of this series, because this is about to be a big series as long as society remains normal as we know it and shit ain't popping off. Grant me the time, I'm gonna get y'all some more shit, because I live in a pretty magical area out here in Arizona, and I can't wait to explore it. Like I said, got me a new device. I'm about to open up this channel a little bit. But I want to tell you the story behind this footprint. I want to tell you the story behind this footprint right here. Yes, it is a footprint. Look at it. Without me talking, we're going to take a second. Look at that. Okay. You can see, let me zoom it in. Y'all know what a foot is shaped like, right? Like, you ever look at your own feet, nigga? Now, you can see, and another thing, this area, when I enter this area, when I do this, in the military, undeployed 19 Delta, military veteran, right? When I do this, when I'm out there in the woods, interacting with the etheric beings, I'm not zigzagging all over the place. I'm staying as on a linear path between structures, because structures are your trail markers to get you in and out if you ain't got one of these or a GPS, right? I take the same route that I took in, I take it right back out. I walk past all the same shit I walked past on the way in. I almost broke my ankle in this shit. That's how deep this shit was, okay? Y'all don't understand. Y'all looking from the top down, okay? This fucking foot, I wear a size 11 men's, US. I could stand heel to toe in this thing, and it still dwarfs my foot, okay? If I had to estimate how big the motherfucker is that made this, that nigga's above 15 feet tall. Now, I need y'all to understand. When I entered this area, this footprint wasn't there. I took the exact same way. This footprint wasn't there. Okay? This footprint is on a downward sloping hill, okay? That leads to a path on an organized hiking trail, and then I crossed over that hiking trail and I came to a big tree stump. Looked like the tree had been cut down. I came to a big tree stump and I sat down to do some art because during the time I was going to Full Sail University, getting my degree in art and graphic design, right? So I wanted a peaceful environment to go do my artwork in, and Rondo, bro. When I'm out here with these beings, I'm out here blowing that gas, okay? I'm sitting, blowing my gas, trying to get some ideas for something to draw for a project I was doing. I'm drawing. I hear the most loudest, violent shake that you would expect to hear when you're out in the middle of the woods. The ground around me rumbles. I don't know who else was around. There were probably people around because I was near a trail. I was when I go out here, I don't stay on the trail that all you normies are on in these national parks. I go off the trail. Okay, that's how you find this shit. For the most part, you gotta be off the trail. I'm sitting there drawing, and the ground shakes around me, and the tree. I'm inside of a pine forest. There's pine trees all around me. A big tree directly behind me is shaking, with the ground shaking. My scary ass reached for my shit. Right? I didn't pull it, right? Because I remember where I was and who I was dealing with. I go and look behind me, I don't see nothing. But I have energy overload. Is all I can explain. Shout out to Mark again. I have energy overload, and I can't figure out what's going on. So I hurry up, finish my joint, I draw my little picture, and I pack my shit up, and I start heading back up the hill towards my car. On the way back up the hill, I step in this. This is in the same path that I took. I took the exact same path. I got a fucking Garmin. It'll take me down the exact same path. So I know I'm on the exact same path. I step in this, and I'm like, wait a minute. Now, in this area, if I was to video, because this is one of the times I'm zapped. When you're dealing with these ninjas, you're zapped, bro. Because certain things they don't want you to capture. And I know you're gonna be saying, Rando, why didn't you take a picture with your foot in it? I didn't think about doing that shit till I was in the car driving home. I'm like, damn, I should have fucking put my foot in it, then took a picture. Because these niggas gonna say I'm capping. But it don't matter. Because of the shit I already showed you. Okay? So, my foot inside of this is my size 11 men's foot. That's how big my foot is compared to that motherfucker. I'm 5'10". Okay? I'm 5'10". Size 11 shoe. Now, I did put my foot in there, but I took my foot out before I took the picture. Stupid, I know, but my fucking brain is scrambled. Okay? I'm not mentally damaged. My mental frequencies are scrambled. Okay? That's just one. I got more to bring you guys on this subject, man. All right? And another thing. I know you're asking the other questions. Why Jody take a picture of one footprint? Etheric beings. Now, while I didn't witness the motherfucker stomp the earth, I felt the motherfucker stomp the earth, but I didn't visually see it. Okay? If you pay attention, the topsoil is all smashed down. He smashed the shit down, bro. You can see the toe prints. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the pinky toe, 5 over here in the corner. Okay? These ones you can't really see because it's in the shadow, but these two, zoom in. Toe prints. Okay? Freshly smashed grass. He smashed it down. And then I know you're thinking, where are the rest of the footprints? There were no other footprints. This footprint was given to me to present to y'all, okay? Now, if you ask me to theorize on how it worked out, the motherfucker stuck his foot, I don't know, probably stuck half his body out of the ether, stomped the ground, and then went back in, okay? I swear to y'all, in that whole area, that was the only footprint. Why is there one giant footprint? Etheric beings.
Coincidence? I think not.
So, I'd really like to know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna be an argument, but I'd still like to know what you guys think. You can't convince me of shit. I've seen too much. I've seen way too much, G. The next installment is we're gonna talk about the sentient lights. They're always around me. Now that I live out in the middle of nowhere, them niggas are always around now too. I see them every night. Right? And if you're a subscriber to 432 The Drop, y'all know what he was talking about some shooting stars and the moving stars and shit. Go check that video out. If I can link it here, I will. Shout out to you, Con Drop. But I've been waiting for 4 years now, going on 5 years now to talk about this. You know, because I was worried about people thinking I was crazy, but I'm like, it don't matter now. The feds did my work for me. Now it's just a matter of getting the bot horde on the right path and letting them know the world is not what you were told it was. The world is what they showed you it was in media, right? But like I said, I'm gonna be out there. I'm around a lot of national forests, a lot of historic sites, and a lot of goddamn energies where I live. I won't even say it's as powerful because the Grand Canyon's energy is fucking powerful. But down here where I'm at too, it's powerful down here. I'm down here in the canyon myself. Not Grand Canyon, but I'm in the canyon myself. It is the canyon state, right? The Grand Canyon state. The whole state's canyons, bro. If you've been here in Arizona, this whole motherfucker is canyons and mesas. North to south. East to west. But before you go down in the comments, I really want you to watch this with an open mind. Watch this as many times as you need, bro. And I know that y'all been trained not to believe your eyes. Believe what you're looking at, bro. Because I recorded it, and for the first couple of weeks, I was like, am I the fuck crazy? Am I really seeing this? Is this really in this video? I was trying to convince myself that it wasn't there, but the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, the niggas are right there. The more I reflected and meditated on my experiences up here with them, I knew it was real. Okay? And now, with the whole thing in Miami, with the government disclosing UFOs and extraterrestrials, I have no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. Now the task is to get y'all up to speed so that y'all won't be caught with y'all pants down when beings that aren't us, humans, hominids, well, they are hominids, some of them, start walking around like they did hundreds of years ago, like they did a couple hundred years ago. Because if you follow Red Wolf's channel, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And this is all true story. I got this shit on camera for y'all, so you can call me a cap artist if you want. You got to refute what the fuck I done showed here tonight. So with that said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. We gonna dive even further down this rabbit hole that I think is the most important subject. Cause nigga, it's the next level. You understand? So with that said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.
Yo, look at it! 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 I want all of you to look at it!
Why don't you bring your media cameras over there if you want to see some real truth?
So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
I am a human being. I exist.
Delusions, Mr. Wordsworth. Delusions.
Send the word.
look at it!